What's up, YouTube? Today we are talking about the M200. I am going to take this thing for a spin. We want to see what the top speed is and all that stuff after I put the exhaust and all that stuff on there. I changed the throttle tube, did a little bit of work on it, but we also have some more parts for it that we want to put on it and check the performance after we put them on. So I bought a Nibby 22mm carburetor. We have an intake here, Nibby as well, Nibby Racing genuine part, Nibby 22mm. In this pack here we have our air cleaner, which is nice. I mean, these things are super nice. I mean, look at that thing. The thing's amazing. Pretty nice. Big air cleaner too. I mean, look at the size of it. But we have all of our performance parts in this box right here, and we are going to get them installed on the bike. But once again, first I want to take it for a test spin, see what our top speed is, and go from there. We actually had put a phone holder on here, so now I can actually look up on my app. Let's see what we got here. If we go to the speedometer app that I had downloaded right here, we can see what our max speed was, all that stuff. It tells us all this stuff on here. So let me get my gear on and let's go for a small ride. Alright guys, this is where we do our top speed run. We're going to take a little cruise. I'm going to take a little bit of a longer cruise. We got an hour and 48 minutes worth of camera time that we can use up. So I'm going to do that before we come back and do the upgrade carburetor and stuff. Let me stop this. Let's go to this one. Let's go to compass theme setting, 0 to 100, 0 to 30. We'll do a 0 to 30, but let's go back for right now and let's reset trip. And then when that comes back on, we'll get it going. But we'll start my phone, and then we'll take this thing on a Riptator chip. Let's start it up. Let's see what we got here. 2.6 on the odometer. What? 2.16 miles. We need to reset this. Just missed that. Well, whatever. We got the distance at 0, so let's go ahead and get this going. We should have checked air pressure in the tires first real quick. Oh, this sucker's flat. That one's got air. Let's go back and fill up. We need them to be a little bit squishy, but not that squishy. This one's nice and hard. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just this tire's flat. That should be good. It's got some air in it. It says max 10 psi, but we want them a little bit squishy. Alright, let's try this again. And I don't have an air chuck for that tire. Hopefully it don't go flat. Please don't be the cops. Nope, not the cops. Hopefully you guys seen some of that. Currently 1 miles an hour, average 4, maximum 32. What? It would only do 28 last time. All right, guys. Hopefully this ride goes okay. I don't see why it wouldn't, but so far it says 41 miles an hour is our max, but I don't know where the heck we were going 41 miles an hour at. It says it's looking like we top out at around 34 miles an hour. Hopefully this carb upgrade does it justice. Aerodynamic looks like we're at 34. Looks like our max is 34. But still, 34 is not bad. But when we get that carb on here, it's probably going to clean this thing up a lot. I want to try to get to at least 40 miles an hour going on a straightaway. These little mini bikes are very capable machines. I mean, right now I'm losing speed, but still cooking, going pretty quick.
We're still doing 31 uphill, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Damn, that was a rough one. We're gonna have to stop and check everything, make sure it's okay after that one. Holy crap. We might have blew a tire. We're still hauling though. That's why you're not supposed to put more than 10 PSI in these tires. All right. This is what we have here, guys. Our Axis M200. Now, I can tell you a few things about this bike, and one of the things is that it is an absolute blast to drive and worth every penny that I paid for it. This particular bike, I paid $400 for, and it was worth every single penny of it, I tell you what. And it's got some oomph to it, man. It really does. I put the exhaust on there. We changed the foot pegs. I put a phone mount on here. Had to have that so we know our current miles an hour. It looks like our top was 41, which is awesome speed. We've been 5.4 miles, while the distance right now is 3.33 miles. Our average is 15 miles an hour. I mean, not bad at all. And we've been riding for 13 minutes. Now, I'll tell you this. Oh, I also put our front 2GK Moto plate on there, but the headlight is nice. So I paid $400 for this thing, and originally they come out at like $7.99, I'm pretty sure. When I see them, they were $6.99, but from the research that I looked up right now, these carbon fiber Axis M200s are going around $7.99 at Lowe's. Now, I haven't seen them carry these specific bikes at Lowe's, particularly in store anywhere, but I do know that you can buy them online. Now, when I was looking at these mini bikes, I've been looking at mini bikes for a long time now, and this is the first one that I got my eyes on that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna spend the money and get it because it's what I think it'll be fun. And I'll tell you what, it is a blast to drive. Now, these have zero suspension in the actual frame to wheel. However, on the front, they do have these small 1-inch round forks. And underneath the rear seat, we got ourselves some springs that are supposed to soften the cushion, the impact when you hit a bump, but they don't do the best, I'll be honest with you. Now, a lot of people are swapping these with 212s. I have a 224 and a 212. My 224 has a stage 1 kit on it, and I'm thinking about swapping it, but there's a couple little things that have to be modified in order to do so. Right now, we're mainly going for top speed run. We're mainly going for what the overall speed is, and we are just trying to get a good review on this bike, man. So far, I'm really happy with it. I think the gearing is a little bit off, but I'm not a gearing specialist, but I just think it's a little bit off, but we can fix that. And I have also bought a Nibby 22mm carburetor for this thing. It's a racing setup, as you know, but yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I think that this bike is probably one of my favorite toys that I've bought so far. Now, don't put this in the build series because I did not build this, and my builds are just another whole thing all in themselves. Man, look at that water. What a beautiful place. What a beautiful place to just come and hang out and just chill and just not worry about nothing. I mean, this is where it's at. But yeah, man, the M200, this thing, so far it's pretty capable. I haven't taken it off too many trails or anything because I don't know, I gotta look up on Onyx Off-Road, which are not a sponsor, by the way, but I gotta look up on Onyx Off-Road and see where there's some trails near me that I can go rip this thing at. But yeah, I'm gonna get let it cool down for a second, and then we're gonna get back on it and we'll do a speed run of 0 to 30 and see what our distance time is, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So stay tuned. We'll do 0 to 30. Ready and go. And now, 7 seconds is not bad. That's not bad, 7 seconds. We need to turn around, get home, get a carburetor slapped on this thing, and see what we can do. Let's start tearing this apart here and see what exactly it is that we need to do to get max performance out of this thing.